I'm sure you must have used these phrases in your life at some point or the other. How can I make table right before the in-laws arrive? I have no chance of finishing all these tasks. I wish I had more time with me. Sounds familiar? Yeah. So we are continuously under pressure to do an absurd number of tasks, whether at home or at work. When we do take on things, we find that we lack the time to do them as effectively as we should, which frustrates us. Fortunately, it won't require a complete revamp of your life or expensive surgery to accomplish more. You simply need to work more and produce at a better level. This video book summary is all about that. Learn how to eat that frog. That is, take on the biggest, trickiest and most crucial tasks first, while developing greater discipline and attention. Take control of your to-do lists to become a more effective version of yourself. Every accomplishment begins with a solid plan. We should begin at the beginning. You feel as if you have no free time since you are so busy doing errands and attending meetings. When you have to take on everything, where do you begin? You need to establish your goals before you do anything. Productivity depends on clarity, since without knowing what needs to be done, you can't work. Therefore, the first step in overcoming procrastination is to identify the things that are the most important. Instead of attempting to organize your goals in your head, it is a good idea to put them in writing. Remember this crucial statistic: only 3% of adults manage their time with written goals, but they do 5 to 10 times as much as an average person. Even people with advanced degrees are less effective than those who set goals in writing. Plan your time after you have stated your objectives. Your goals can be accomplished by breaking them down into manageable steps. Use checklists as well. They aid in your goal visualization. You will feel proud of yourself when you reflect on the things you have finished. Additionally, you will feel more inspired to keep going. Did you know that working from a list increases the productivity by 25%? When you are not forced to make decisions, you save a lot of time. Utilize the Pareto principle, often known as the 80-20 rule, to further increase your productivity. According to the 80-20 rule, there should be 2 tasks on every list of 10 that are significantly more important than the others. Observe these 2. Most people make the error of delaying the 20% of work that really counts in favor of devoting their attention to the simple things first, the other 80%. Decide on your priorities and concentrate on them. Once you have decided what you want to do, concentrate on completing it quickly. How? You must establish your priorities. Consider the effects of your actions first. What do you hope to accomplish? Making the right selections in daily life is far more likely for those who can picture how they will feel in the future. Research has supported this. In fact, a Harvard study found that the best predictor of social mobility is having long-term goals. It is a more significant indicator than social class or academic level. You may stay on top of your priorities by using the ABCDE approach. This approach involves writing a list of tasks and allocating a letter from A to E to each one. The E's can be missed if you don't have time, but the A items are of the utmost importance. Finishing the behind-the-scenes portion of your Star Wars DVD would be an example of an E task. Editing your resume and looking for a new employment could be A task. The A tasks, which are likely the most difficult, are your frogs. When you are examining your to-do list, consume them first. Success depends on finishing your A task first. Continue working until the job is finished. Put all of your willpower into achieving your objectives. Imagine, for instance, that your job application is your top priority. That is your frog. That involves a lot of work, including getting recommendations, polishing your resume, and searching your network for the potential connections. So keep your focus till the job is finished. It will take twice as long and contain more typos if you start updating your CV and then get distracted on Facebook. Concentrate on the current work. Exploring oneself is the key to progress. It takes more than simply careful planning to be productive. You have to continually modify yourself. You must discover the most efficient ways to carry out your ideas because it's an ongoing learning process. There are various methods for doing this. You must first create the ideal setting. Locate a place where you may actually think for yourself and be who you are. After that, make sure it is clean. So clean the dust off your desk so that you can be more comfortable when it is. Next, make sure that everything is prepared. Gather everything you will need to finish your most crucial duties. If you lack all the ingredients, you cannot begin cooking. Understanding your own abilities is another essential aspect of knowing yourself. Everyone possesses a distinct skill that sets them apart. Find yours, then make the most of it. You might be incredibly important to others because of your unique skill. You might excel at math, a second language, interacting with people, or handling pressure. Asking the proper questions will help you discover your expertise. What is simple for you but challenging for others? What has enabled you to succeed in this life thus far? And last, keep developing. Anything you can do, always be improved upon. Likewise, never stop learning. Always work to improve your abilities. By doing so, you will stop them from diminishing and boost your confidence. Consider all the chances you have to continue learning. Know that typical driver logs 500 to 1000 hours a year on the road. Use this time to your advantage by listening to audio content. This can be a nice chance to brush up on your French if you are fluent, but haven't used it in a while. Utilize your current circumstance to your advantage and embark on a journey of self-improvement. To perform at your best, maintain your positivity and discipline. Without dedication and training, success is impossible to achieve. Although that might sound like it belongs to a kung fu movie, it's actually very important. Remember that your body is the driving force behind your achievement. Maintaining a machine properly improves its performance, so look after yourself. You will operate much more efficiently when you are both physically and mentally alert. Do not overwork yourself. Do you know that after 8 hours of non-stop labor, your productivity begins to decline? Similar to a machine that has been operating for too long, a person ages. Being well rested will make you much more productive. So each night, obtain 8 hours of sleep. Identifying your most productive time of the day is also very crucial. After a sound night's sleep, most people perform their best work in the morning. When do you feel your sharpest and most creative? Ultimately, develop the ability to motivate yourself. Become your own greatest advocate because your thoughts have a significant impact on your emotions. In fact, the way we talk to ourselves accounts for 95% of our emotions. Aim for optimism by looking for the positive in every circumstance, taking lessons from your failures, and seeking solutions to every issue. Your thoughts determine the world you experience. You gain power by thinking positively. You become bolder and more imaginative as a result. Tell yourself frequently how terrific you are. Even if you don't believe it at first, you will start to believe. You will also become more adept at managing difficult goals. Creative procrastination is a crucial component of self-control. Consciously deciding which task you may put off or omit is the definition of creative procrastination. The majority of people put off their most crucial tasks. On the other hand, efficient people can purposefully put off more pointless pursuits like watching TV. In place of priorities, they establish posteriorities. Things with the posterity can be completed later or even not at all. Recognize the obstacles you are facing, then get through them. Success is easier to plan for than to really achieve. You will run into a variety of challenges along the way that you never would have expected. How do you get over them? Determine what is preventing you from achieving your goals first. You may be constrained by many factors, including other people, your own limitations, or lack of resources. If you allow it, almost anything can impede your progress. But be wary. Alluring it to attribute your shortcomings to the outside world. When times are rough, people frequently become frustrated with their jobs or families, believing they are to blame. Therefore, don't forget about your personal limitations. You might not have the knowledge, expertise, or skills necessary to accomplish your goals at first. The obstacles that are outside of your control are simply to identify, but internal obstacles are the most potent ones. It's acceptable to feel overburdened at this moment by everything you need to accomplish to advance. So pay attention to one work at a time. This will help you advance more steadily. Only after finishing the first task can you move on to the next. Training for fitness and strength functions similarly. You cannot squat 200 pounds to begin. However, if you exercise consistently and see improvement over time, you will get stronger and stronger until you achieve your objective. Set a high standard for yourself. Do not wait for encouragement from others, such as your loved ones or your supervisor, to pursue your goals. Make yourself your own inspiration. Consider that you just discovered that you are leaving on a surprise vacation tomorrow as an exercise. What would you need to finish before you leave? You need to take care of such chores right away. you will find yourself eating the frog on a frequent basis if you make this a habit. And if you can do that repeatedly, you will be one of the 2% of workers who don't require supervision. They are known as leaders. Organize your time. There is still one more element to productivity. If you have ever felt like you didn't have enough time to do all the necessary critical duties, you already understand what it is. The term is time management. Unfortunately, not every task can be divided. The most difficult jobs frequently call for extended periods of uninterrupted focus. Take a successful salesperson as an example. They need to schedule a lot of time for calling clients and getting their inputs because they can't always be on the floor. Maintaining a detailed mental schedule for the day is helpful. If you are having trouble managing your time well, make appointments with yourself and keep them. It can be useful to divide your day into different time periods. For instance, the salesperson would arrange 9 to 12 follow-up with your prospects. You might also try using early morning hours to focus on tasks you can complete on your own, such as responding to mails. The remaining things may wait till your afternoon at the bustling office. While preparation is necessary, do not procrastinate too much before acting. Only when you are continually working can you enter the state of flow. When thoughts come to you readily, you are in state of flow. When you are in your flow, you will be more imaginative and perform better and more effortlessly. When you have an urgency for the task you need to do, flow will happen for you. Act right away and finish what you started talking about. If you eat the frog, you will gradually develop an inner drive that will enable you to go beyond your present capabilities. You will succeed if you choose the proper course and are persistent in your efforts. Determine your goals and who you are to overcome procrastination. Face your restrictions, make a schedule, and eat your frogs. You will teach yourself to stay on the path to success if you do your most crucial duties first. The more efficient a person is, the more lists they use. A to-do list helps you to stay organized, and when you review it at the end of the day, it makes you feel good. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more such video book summaries. Thank you.